Hello chess friends and welcome to your session to my advanced chess theory and to the part 11 of the King's Indian defense. Today I will show you a game, an instructive game in the Bayonet attack between two grandmasters, Lishi along with the white pieces and a very good grandmaster. Now he's top level Ding Liren, he's also a master in the King's Indian, and I really like this player Ding Liren. He's very strong, and the thing is that on one chess website we played like I don't know, like 500 games. I was sort of his something. I was his player to get him warmed up, and he always crushed me. I managed to get like 2 wins, but he was so strong, and he showed me some strategic ideas in some positions. He helped me a lot to understand more this these King's Indian styles, and also different opening lines. So thank him for that. It didn't bother me to lose so much games because I was playing with a top grandmaster, and you should always, if you want to play chess, try to play stronger players to get stronger yourself. Let's see the game. I told you in my previous video, today's continuation will be the move g3 instead of this rook to e1 and bishop to f1 maneuver. Let's see again the bayonet attack. So now d4, knight f6, c4, g6, knight on c3, bishop to g7, e4, d6, knight on f3, castling, bishop to e2, e5, castling, knight on c6, d5. Again, this orthodox sort of setup, but now with this aggressive continuation of b4 in move 9. Again, I'm recommending you not to go straight forward on this a5 maneuver. Just go with this move, knight on h5. So you see, in my previous game I showed you this very good continuation with this knight on f4, and here white prevents it, so he plays the move g3. So now Ding Liren plays a5, and after taking now a4 again with this bishop to a3 idea, and then maybe knight on d2, knight on b3 with the preparation of c5. So, or even maybe bishop to a3, bishop to b4, and then pawns will be pushed again. So that are multiple ideas to get his breakthrough on the queen side. So now Ding Liren plays very aggressively. He plays f5, of course, and let's see the continuation. I've told you, you will see in many games that are played in the bayonet attack, uh, white will go for this maneuver with the knight on g5, and then on e6. But now if you play like this here in this continuation, you already equalize the game, and I don't think you have so much problems now with this knight on e6. Please watch many games where the knight has jumped to e6, and you will see how, after taking with the bishop on e6, how hard it is to take this pawn out, and it really bothers you the whole. I've seen games that the whole game the pawn stayed on e6, so it's really annoying. I promise you that. So. Now the continuation would be knight on f6, and if white plays immediately knight on e6, you can simply take, and then take here with the pawn, because now well, white would sort of have this. He only can take this pawn with the knight, but what white wanted to do is to jump here maybe, and connect this pawn by taking with the pawn. So that would be his idea, but here the continuation would be something like bishop to d2, of course, with the discovered attack on the rook, and if the rook to a8, queen c2 attack. And now you see, because there is no white pawn anymore, you have this flexible position with the knight, and you can jump here very well on this very good square on d4, and after that you can take this pawn in a couple moves, but you have to be careful, because if the knight somehow jumps here on d5, so you cannot you cannot take, because it would be the pin on the queen and the rook. So that I want you to remember, this famous rook, this fork on the rook and the queen. So just be careful if you want to take this pawn on e6. I just want you to calculate it very well. It's really a problem. So obviously here black is better, because very good square for the knight. It could only be taken out with the bishop, and then it would be, even if taken with the pawn, would be connecting two pawns in the center, and that would be very annoying to play against with white, almost a losing game. So let's see something like, if after knight on g5 and then knight on f6, white plays something like f3. He wants to I don't know, he wants to at least have one pawn here, so you cannot jump, you see, with this knight on f5. Here is one of the most aggressive move and the best, just to play f4. So if he takes, you take, he cannot take with the bishop, and now you have this tactical shot, and you see again on the pin on the rook, and if you can even take the the knight out before that. So really good, this f4 continuation. And if he takes and then leaves it out, you see now we have this very good square for the knight, so you want to place the knight there, or now you can play even e6, and if he jumps on e6, then you can simply take it, because you can protect your d6 pawn, like something like knight to an e8. But now you see this light square bishop, it's really trapped by his own pawns, and will do nothing the whole game. So you see, and of course you damaged white's king side. So I think f4 is very good here. So in the game was played, I just wanted to see some continuation, because it's really important, because the bayonet attack, I told you, it caused me some problems to find a really effective way, and I think this knight on h5, and then after that this a5 is very good. So now knight on f6 was played, because again with this idea of taking, and then have this very good square for the knight, and white of course played knight on d2, because he wants to somehow block here this position. So if black takes, so he would create a blocking system with these two knights, and no pushing forward of this e5 pawn would be possible. So now Ding Liren plays a little positional move, just to prevent, of course, knight on b3 was the threat. So now after bishop to d3, Ding Liren plays in orthodox style, in classical style, f4. So black, you see, is slightly better here, I think, and you see it is move 15, and white didn't manage to get his attack very fast, and I think black is faster on the attack here, and he will show a great style of attack. So now came bishop to d4, and here knight on b5. Of course, now the preparation is a5, then take in if black takes, then take with the bishop, and we have here this c7 weakness. But Ding Liren is a top grandmaster, and he finds always an attacking move. So I've told you there you have to play when you play the King's Indian, you have to find attacking moves. And now I see this problem with this g3, because you left this like square problems around the king. Although you have now the bishop, but you have to react. So, and you have left now this f2 pawn unprotected, so it's only protected by the king, and that's where Ding Liren goes for. He goes immediately knight on g4, very good, very attacking, with the threat of course taking on g3, and then take out an f2 pawn. So f3 of course is also not a possibility, because the knight would jump here on a very annoying square on e3. So now white decides f3, just somehow get something in on the f line, and now Ding Liren plays accurate. He plays again on the like squares. He realized that white has now some like square problems, and now came rook to a2. So you see, in a couple of moves Ding Liren played very aggressively, and now this rook that was supposed to be an attacking rook, it became a defensive rook. So you see, white didn't manage to get what he want, and there are problems for him. It's obvious. So now came bishop on h6, standard maneuver. If you saw my previous videos, so black is simply improving his pieces. So let's see before this move. So if you watch sometimes a position, it's important for you to know what pieces are good, what pieces are bad. So now, of course, you don't have any tactical shots so far, but I think what Ding Liren thought in this position was, okay, let's see, my queen is on a good position, my knight is also okay, it's in a good position, it could be better, but no better squares for the knights are possible. The rook is very good, the rook is here a monster rook, it's really the best piece, and of course the bishop is also very well placed, and the knight in attacking shape. So the only piece here that black has that isn't good is this bishop. So very good maneuver here to play bishop on h6. So that was really an improvement. Now in some variations, of course, after taking and aiming this e3 square for the bishop, if possible. Of course now it's not possible, but of course, and some threats like this aren't possible because the knight is protecting the bishop. So very connected pieces by Ding Liren, and now he plays bishop to f1. Of course black took, white took with the rook, and now a simple idea. You see how chess can be simple. Now rook on f7, rook on a3, and of course with the preparation of doubling rooks. But now Ding Liren tries a way out. He realized that the e4 pawn is weak, so it has to be protected. So you see, Ding Liren plays in simple threats. He creates simple threats, pawn, space, weaknesses around the king, and he plays just you see, no calculations you need to find like, I don't know, 10 move combinations. Just simple threat, keep him annoyed, and that's what he played very well here. So in every move, again, you see he forced white to react, and that's why he won the game. He played in attacking chess style here. Now rook to f8, doubling rook, or doubling rooks, of course, with the threat taking, then take this pawn, and then take the knight, if possible. Maybe something like with the preparation of queen to g4. So that are possibilities. And now white plays just to fix his f3 knight, and now again a forward move against knight on h5, and now came rook to h1. So the idea was probably to get something, I don't know, maybe like h3 and then g4. That would somehow block the position, and you have a flexible position to go to save your king. And now came again knight on f6 with the attack, and now Ding Liren prevents it. Now he finds a way. Of course, he doesn't want to allow him to play h3. Then g5, g4 would become, and again with the queen would come into the game effectively. And now white took on f4. So, and here of course Ding Liren finds this move, queen to g4, and you see after king to h1 he took with the queen on f4. So very good calculation by him. I've told you, you will have to find a tactical shot in the King's Indian, but they're not so complex tactical shots. So here Ding Liren finds like a 3-move combination to simply win a pawn, and it's okay. Now after bishop to d2 he took, and you see here again with the attack on the queen and the king, here the continuation. And now you see again Ding Liren plays straightforward. He leaves out this knight, but the continuation is to take with the rook, and then if rook takes, of course, then here with the fork on the king and the knight. So that was played. That was not was played because white took on c7, and now it's a losing game for white, because Ding Liren plays accurate here. He doubles his rook on the second rank. We see in a couple of moves. So here blocking again, but it's also controlling this space for the king. So some sort of mating threats are here. So okay, white took, but now you'll see in a couple of moves how Ding Liren uses his rooks very well. So now you see check, again check with the threat of mate, of course, here. Now the king, now the other rook, now attack. Every move is an attack. So you see now here, and that's where white could have resigned, but he played a couple of moves. So here after this check, and white resigned. So this was here today my instructed game of the bayonet attack. So let's see again with this b4, knight to h5, now g3, and with this move a5. So I want you to remember, I think you can remember the continuation until move 10. It's not so hard, but I think it's a good setup for you to create if you playing against the bayonet attack. So thank you for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time with another King's Indian video. and chess is the best, guys.